Welcome back to some more 3008 Tech. Today I'm going to be covering fall damage. Now, a lot of you, probably all of you, know about fall damage. It's not exactly that uncommon. You've probably encountered it, but just I'm going to be covering some interesting things you probably didn't know. Now, first of all, the max fall height that you can consistently survive is about 125 studs. So, just 125 studs. I'm using the teleport feature, the VIP. This is kind of crazy. 125 studs down to about 4 health. Notice how I said consistently because in 2.4 fall damage is extremely inconsistent. Like I've fallen from about I want to say like uh 200 studs and I've taken like 38 damage. So and that's like without a that's just like falling on the playing ground, right? Nothing too riveting. Yeah. So and then you know, beds they dampen fall damage, and so what's the highest you can decide with that? Well, that's a split question, because from a certain fall height, instead of just landing and staying on the ground, you can land and then you bounce. So with like surviving the initial fall height, that's about 1,175 studs with a bed. So that's about a 10 times health increase just from using a bed. So, this is based off of you can survive more, but this is probably the most consistent that I've seen. So you're gonna notice, see, I bounced off of the bed and I survived the initial fall, and then I died again or I died because I bounced back, and then so without the bounce, it's 1,099 studs, and the reason why it's 1,099 is because once you get to 1,100, that's when the bouncing starts to occur. So you can see here, boom. It's just simple. Just you fall and that's it. Now let's bring ourselves back up, and then so as soon as we get back up to 1,100, there you go. There's the bounce. So yeah, and then onto something that you actually probably didn't know, and that's that. So when you're falling, you expend energy because I guess the energy system in this game is whack. So the faster you're moving, the more energy you expend. So theoretically, that means that you can fall a certain amount of distance that will expend all of your energy just from falling. And I figured this value out. It's a bit weird because if you fall from a certain height, you can just glitch through the whole map and then get kicked from the game. Because we all love the haha stinky air, so that's pretty cool. Um, so I'm gonna be going over to what are these things? I forgot what they're called. I'm gonna be going over to a construction area to minimize my chances of falling through the map. So I'm gonna teleport up to the roof, 2040 studs. It's a good value to recognize. So there you go. I'm up here, and so now I'm gonna be teleporting 14,000. It's not 13. 14,099 studs up into the air. Let's see here. Player settings, give myself 100 energy again. And here we go. So we're going to be enjoying this nice fall down. During this time, I would encourage you to check out the falling OST for the game. It's quite crazy, quite crazy. And I'm now at like 3 energy, and I'm just falling from my height. So again, once you get to 15,000 studs or 14,100, it becomes extremely unreliable and you start to like fall through the ground. So I'm going to show you that now. So here we go. We're just going to be teleporting up into the sky again. Let's enable that display altitude even though you can't see it because overlay moment. Oh, and it's now night. So yeah, as you can see, I just fell through the ceiling. As soon as I increased it by that 1 stud, that's all that it takes. So yeah, now I'm back down here. I have 0 energy. So yeah, that's pretty cool. But yeah, just and just some basic tech about fall damage that you probably didn't know. Yeah. It also fall damage becomes really weird once you start changing around gravity. So that's just something to note. Becomes even more inconsistent, surprisingly. But yeah, that's just yeah, just some cool stuff about that.